How's your vacation?
Good. Wasn't long enough.
No.
He was still dealing with stuff here while he was on vacation, so.
Christie, Jerry. So I have 3 items today, and then I have a handout for you that I want to share with you. It's the American Rescue Plan Act. that I'll talk to.
Oh, yeah.
So the first item, we're requesting the board approve and authorize the president of the board to execute the Oehl Water Development Authority application for release of retainer funds for Workman Industrial for the Auburn Corners wastewater treatment plant expansion, Troy Oaks wastewater treatment plant conversion project in the amount of $25,000. That's the money that gets reimbursed to the department. We've already paid $25,000.
Okay.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Commissioner Spudler.
Aye.
Commissioner Lennon.
Yes.
Commissioner DeWort.
Yes.
The next item, we're requesting the board approve the revised 2021 DCBR fees and service rates to engineering and equipment, fire hydrant water theft, and new service lines to water mains to be effective 1 July of 2021. And then the Troy Oaks wastewater plant sewer collection area customer sewer rate increase to be effective with the 2021 billing statement with subsequent increases over a 5-year period for residential customers and 4 years for business/commercial customers.
How much is that going on?
Is there an
Is there
attachment?
percentage?
Oh, it's right here.
Yeah.
Percentage wise?
The highlighted pages. She turned
The highlighted figures
Oh,
are
it's
in
over
the
5
fees
years?
and sewer
Yeah.
services. The little chart is the 5-year
Okay.
and 4-year growth rates. And the reason we're doing that is because Troy Oaks no longer is a wastewater treatment plant. It's a pump station now, it pumps it over to Auburn Corners, and Auburn Corners is much more expensive.
I see.
Plus, we will start paying the loan on that. So,
Okay.
So slowly over the 5 years, the residents will match what the Auburn Corners residents pay, instead of a sudden lump sum, which would be pretty big for them. And then the commercial will also go up.
Right on.
So
Okay.
it's just equity issue since we're getting beneficial use.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Commissioner Spudler.
Aye.
Commissioner Lennon.
Yes.
Commissioner DeWort.
Excuse me,
And
gentlemen,
that'll go through the, yeah.
question.
Question on number 7.
Oh, okay. I do have a question about number 6.
Okay, cool. Can I have your vote on number 7?
Yes.
And then she wants to go back to number 6.
Go ahead.
No, you indicated that there was a percent of increase, but I did not hear what that increase would be. So what is the
There's not a
percentage?
percent increase, but if you would like to see the chart, it's not a consistent percent.
Yeah, if you've got.
Can you wait till the end of the
chart
meeting?
to,
Yeah.
Can you wait till the end of the meeting?
Sure.
Thanks.
Well.
I can
the-
tell
Can
you
you wait
right
till the
now.
end of the meeting? Thanks.
He can't answer my
No,
question?
wait till the end of the meeting. We're in a meeting right now.
Thank you, Mr. Spitaleri.
No problem, anytime.
Well, I figured that.
We'll move on to number 8.
Okay, the department has requested the board approve and execute resolution 21077, authorizing Mr. Morak, President of the Board of Commissioners, to apply for, accept, and enter into a cooperative agreement for the planning of McFarland wastewater treatment plant renovation upgrade project between Geauga County and OWDA, and further authorize the President of the Board to execute the cooperative agreement for state planning project
And construction and planning
and construction and planning.
loan application.
So this is this cooperative agreement loan for the construction, well, the planning and engineering loan with OWDA for contractor to do design and planning for our construction
At McFarland.
at McFarland. Okay, and it's, had,
1,003,500.
yeah, $1 million. Actually, it's almost a $2 million contract. The other balance is hopefully coming from Congressman Joyce's office through his infrastructure. So,
So this is the resolution that authorizes you to sign.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Commissioner Spudler.
Aye.
Commissioner Lennon.
Yes.
Commissioner DeWort.
Yes.
and then I was just going to share with you. Early bird gets the worm. I've prepared the American So I attended the County Sanitary Engineers Association meeting last week in Columbus, and they brought up the American Rescue Plan Act. And the unique feature of the American Rescue Plan Act is that those funds are eligible for water and sewer infrastructure. And I put together with the department a wish list that's attached to that, and what we could expend by fiscal year. I know that we're still all trying to determine how those funds will be used, but before everyone starts picking at the cadaver, I'd like to, because we really could use that money with what's coming up in the department. And that'll be, we won't have to raise fees, or we won't have to go for loans, so that can help quite a bit. Also, you can backdate, I think it's March 30th, and payments, it's March 30th. Take that money and pay some of those debts. So it would be helpful. And there's, I don't know, the list is pretty thorough. The water and sewer items on there. So I'm helping this Treasury's money, which is our good.
So when will we know?
From Joyce's office?
Yeah.
He said before the end of June.
Oh,
That's about $800,000.
okay.
This is something else, that's not the
Right.
ARPA funds. So for your consideration, gentlemen.
Steve and I talked about it a little bit yesterday, so let's just prepare it together and give it to the commissioners as options, so we can, there's
Sure.
plenty of options to look at.
Yeah.
Because the list is not in any order of priority.
Could we
None of
use
those
some of
are
that money
new
for,
projects.
if they qualify financially, say for example, that Chardon Waste?
That's one of the things that we've looked at is that they have, going back to the LMI folks, the low to moderate income folks.
Like where the state and the
Where the-
EPA wouldn't help out,
Yes.
we could help out.
We could help
Yeah, I
out.
think it's one of the last lines on the Excel spreadsheet. I have.
And we even talked yesterday a little bit about, doing that possibly
Oh, yeah.
as a agreement with other property owners there, even if they maybe they're not LMI, but kind of you have 6
They're-
months to tie in. If you get tied in that 6 months, we'll,
Yeah,
we'll
some
reimburse
incentive.
you for the cost of
Yeah.
tying in, for the cost of putting that service line in.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be, okay,
So,
interesting.
some of the options. I'm still,
I like
I'm
that.
still going through all the rules and regulations that they put out, and the Treasury changes their rules and regulations each week.
On what you're allowed to do?
What we're allowed to do, and how we have to do it, and all that, so it's.
So when will that actually be acknowledged?
It's actually available now for us to get, but
Okay.
Adrian and I have not put in the paperwork yet to bring the money in, because I don't really want that money sitting in a fund where everybody can start seeing, try to pick from it.
But we can't lose it if we don't apply, right?
We have about another 6 months to apply for it,
Right.
so.
Actually, we just requested it, it's there. It's already.
It's there, it's sitting there for us to request it.
Really?
The fund has been established, the request was made to the auditor's office to establish the new fund for
So
tracking.
I see Cuyahoga County's getting $240 million.
If you go to the link that I put in the letter, it's pretty amazing
Yeah,
what
there's-
makes what county's getting.
Yeah, we're like a fly on a,
Well, that's Cuyahoga County. If you look at Cleveland, add another maybe 100.
well, yeah.
Yeah.
Holy moly. Didn't know there was even that much money in the world.
Any good news today, or?
No.
Good news. Well, the roads in Chardon, Berkshire Heights have been all patched. If you've been through there, it turned out actually quite nice.
So I got the rates, were those over, or are these annual numbers? Like,
So-
are these yearly? Or, I mean,
The rates are
monthly?
bi-monthly.
Monthly,
Bi-monthly.
bi-monthly.
So customers get a bill every 2 months.
Okay,
And the billing cycle annually starts for us with December.
okay.
So this ain't gonna happen overnight. There's 5-6 months for the people to adjust to that.
Yeah, so they're going up, well, it looks like the difference, it looks like in the first year it's higher, but then it gradually
Right.
goes down. It goes down.
There's a fluctuation across, we sat and discussed with it. We didn't do a simple percentage. So that's why I can't answer your question right away. And then, yeah, well.
Okay. Cool. All right, thanks, Steve.
Thank you.
Appreciate
Thank you,
it.
Steve. I'll have to check the roads out at
Do it,
Henning,
please.
Henning Drive, and
I'll just follow you up.
I'll walk the streets and
Walk the streets.
do a core sample.